Welcome back to our daily devotionals. Today you're going to be reading John chapter 6. It's an awesome chapter of the Bible, and we're going to focus for just a moment or two on the very beginning of this chapter when Jesus is with his disciples at the Sea of Galilee, and the scripture also calls it the Sea of Tiberias. It's about a 33-mile, it's actually a lake in Israel where Jesus did a tremendous amount of his ministry. And I want to focus at the very beginning of the chapter. Philip comes to him and basically says, there's a lot of people following us who are hungry. And then Jesus says these words beginning in verse 5. Lifting up his eyes then and seeing that a large crowd was coming toward him, Jesus said to Philip, where are we to buy bread so that these people may eat? Now, what's ironic about that is Jesus was actually just stating this to Philip because he knew what was going to happen. He was going to miraculously provide for, you'll see as you read it today, for the 5,000, really probably more like 15,000 people with the men that were there, their wives and children. But Jesus was testing Philip and seeing if Philip was really going to rely on Jesus as the Messiah. So as the story unfolds, Jesus makes this statement, all the people sit down, and then we have the beautiful story that you've heard many, many times in your life about a young boy who brings his sack lunch that his mom has probably packed for him, and then Jesus blesses the food and they begin to parcel it out, and probably 15,000 or so folks are fed that day. It's a miraculous story. I want to read verse 13 and 14, and it says these words, so they gathered up all that was left over and filled 12 baskets. There's some real significance there about the 12 tribes of Israel, with fragments from the 5 barley loaves left by those who had eaten. When the people saw the sign that they had done, they said, this is indeed the prophet who has come into the world. It's a miraculous story, and there's so much backstory, but I want to challenge you, read all of chapter 6 today, but be reminded of the way that Jesus spoke to his disciples, even Philip in this way, and saying, what are we going to do? Where are we going to get food from? Knowing full well that Jesus was about to perform one of his most important miracles in feeding the 5,000. Read this great chapter today and be blessed by John chapter 6. Have a great day.